Sophia Hayes stepped into the bustling Skylark City Airport terminal, her senses greeted by the aroma of freshly brewed coffee and the soft hum of conversations. Streams of golden morning light poured through the towering windows, casting long reflections on the glossy floor. Each step she took revealed her modest yet confident demeanor. Dressed in a tailored gray jacket and a pale blue blouse, her sensible leather loafers perfectly matched the practical carry-on she wheeled beside her. She glanced at her phone, quickly scanning the details of her flight. Flight 807, premium class, departure in 2 hours. A hint of excitement curled her lips. This wasn't her first flight, but it was her first time splurging on premium class. It felt like a well-deserved reward after years of hard work growing her consultancy firm, which had just landed its largest contract yet. Sophia joined the pleasantly short check-in line for premium passengers. Behind the counter stood a middle-aged man with closely cropped hair and a polished badge that read Tom. His eyes darted over the line, and his stiff posture suggested impatience. When Sophia approached, she greeted him with a polite nod and slid her documents across the counter. "Good morning," she said calmly. Tom barely glanced at her before scanning her ticket. His lip twitched into a skeptical smirk. "Premium class?" he repeated, dragging out the words as though questioning her place in the line. "Yes, that's correct," Sophia replied, her tone light but firm. She noticed how his gaze flickered between her ticket and her face, pausing a moment too long. Tom tapped at his keyboard with deliberate slowness. After a moment, his expression hardened. "There seems to be an issue with your ticket. It's not registering as premium class." Sophia blinked, surprised. "There must be a mistake. I booked it weeks ago and received confirmation." Tom leaned slightly on the counter, his smirk more pronounced. "Well, mistakes happen. Are you sure you didn't get this from one of those discount travel sites?" His tone dripped with condescension. Sophia's stomach churned, but she maintained her composure. "I booked directly with the airline," she clarified. "Could you please double-check?" Tom let out a theatrical sigh and tapped at the keyboard again, louder this time. "Look," he said, lowering his voice as if sharing a secret, "premium is reserved for priority travelers. If you don't meet the criteria, economy check-in is just down the hall." Sophia's patience wore thin. "I have a confirmed ticket," she said firmly, pulling her phone from her bag. "I can show you the email." Before she could open it, Tom straightened and called out, "Security, we have a passenger causing a disturbance." Sophia's heart sank as a uniformed guard approached. "What's going on here?" the guard asked, looking between Sophia and Tom. Tom gestured dismissively at Sophia. "She's insisting on premium boarding with an invalid ticket." "That's not true," Sophia interjected, her voice rising slightly. "My ticket is legitimate." The guard hesitated, glancing at Tom, whose smug expression didn't waver. "We can't hold up the line," Tom said, waving a hand. "She can take this up with customer service." Humiliation prickled at Sophia's skin as murmurs rippled through the passengers behind her. For a moment, she considered walking away, but a spark of defiance flared within her. "I'll handle this differently," she muttered under her breath. She stepped aside, her jaw tight, and scrolled through her contacts until she found the number she needed. She tapped it and raised the phone to her ear. "Hey, it's Sophia," she said when the call connected. "Can you have the jet ready? I'll need it within the hour." The person on the other end responded affirmatively. Sophia thanked them and ended the call, her heart pounding. She walked toward a quieter seating area, her back straight and her movements deliberate. 15 minutes later, heads turned as a sleek silver private jet descended onto the tarmac. A glossy black sedan pulled up to the terminal, and a uniformed chauffeur stepped out, scanning the area before making his way to Sophia. "Miss Hayes," he said respectfully, "your jet awaits." Sophia stood, the weight of countless stares pressing on her as she adjusted her jacket. She followed the chauffeur toward the private gate, each step measured, her expression composed. Behind the counter, Tom's self-satisfied demeanor crumbled as he watched Sophia stride confidently past the gawking crowd. At the jet staircase, Sophia paused and looked back toward the terminal. She spotted Tom, his face pale with realization. Without a word, she ascended the steps and disappeared into the luxurious cabin. Inside, She sank into a plush leather seat and exhaled deeply. Pulling out her phone, she began drafting an email recounting the incident with meticulous detail. Before hitting send, she allowed herself a moment of reflection. This wasn't just about setting the record straight. It was about demanding respect. As the jet soared into the sky, Sophia stared out the window, the city below fading into a blur. Her humiliation had transformed into resolve. This wasn't the end of the story. It was just the beginning. She felt a renewed sense of purpose, knowing she had the power to create change and ensure others were treated with dignity. Lesson from the story. This story gives us a valuable lesson about steadfastness and self-respect. Sophia did not let disrespect slow her down, but instead proved her worth by acting with poise and skill. This is a powerful reminder that everyone deserves respect, regardless of appearance or background. Meaningful message. The main message from the story is, when faced with injustice or disrespect, maintain your self-respect and find a way to respond wisely and strongly. Positive change not only starts from our own actions, but also from how we face challenges and prejudices in life. Sophia's story is very inspiring. Not only did she face disrespect calmly, but she also turned it into an opportunity to assert her self-worth. This is a lesson that I believe everyone can apply in life. Never lose your dignity no matter the circumstances. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, Story Precious, for more empowering and transformative stories. Turn on notifications so you never miss our latest content.